不亦乐乎。
The truth of Kung Fu is in harmony with nature.
The beauty of the human world lies in love and emotions.
Do not worry. Wait. Let the time more precious.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to China and wish you a wonderful trip.
These videos really warmed our hearts. It's an honor to be here today as the anchor for this event. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished guests, faculty members of all the academies and institutes, fellow students, and their family members and friends who have gathered here today. Your presence makes this event even more special. Now, I would request the founder and principal of the India-China Academy, Mr. Nishit Shah, to come on stage to share his welcome speech with us. 接下来，请汤老师致辞。
Okay, I think I'm at. Your Excellency, Mr. Kong Shenhua, Consul General of People's Republic of China in Mumbai, Mr. Yang Shihua, Consular from the Education Department of Chinese Embassy in India, distinguished guests, teachers and students from various institutes, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, allow me to extend a warm welcome to all of you. Chinese Language Day was initiated in the year 2010 by the Department of Public Information of United Nations. Chinese is one of the 6 official languages of United Nations. The entire goal of this particular event and International Chinese Language Day is to promote multilingualism, cultural diversity, and interaction. This year's theme for International Chinese Language Day is Chinese language facilitating dialogue across civilizations. We all know Chinese is one of the most spoken languages across the globe, and it is particularly important to us because China is our neighbor. China is our biggest trade partner. India and China are members of BRICS and share many common goals on international platform. The economic advantages of knowing Chinese language, I need not tell you all know. I want to particularly focus on the cultural exchange India and China has over hundreds, I should say over thousands of centuries. On the Silk Road, Chinese language facilitated dialogue between India and China. We have Chinese monks like Tang Xuanzang and Fa Xian who have written great literature of Buddhist scripts, who have recorded Indian history and preserved our culture, and all that has happened through Chinese language. We owe them. Today we have gathered to celebrate this dialogue. Various institutes, India-China Academy, KJ Somaiya Institute of Dharma Studies, University of Mumbai, Engine Closer, Cool Panda have put up really beautiful stalls for us to know more about this language. Students and teachers from India-China Academy, Central University of Gujarat, Blue Ocean Academy, Grandmasters like Sandeep Desai, Grandmaster Anuj and Grandmaster Devendra Karle have brought some amazing performances for tonight. I welcome you all to enjoy this amazing night. I also welcome Ms. Kranti Prabhu, President of India-China Friendship Association Maharashtra branch, Ms. Radha, Director of Shufang Culture Center, Study Center, and Dr. Bikas Das and Dr. Gokul Das Shankaran. I also have Dr. Anand is here who has joined us. If I've forgotten some names, then please excuse me. I haven't got much time to prepare this speech because we were busy preparing for this event so that everybody enjoys tonight. But I welcome you all. Let's enjoy this language. Through this language, let us build a bridge. Let's connect India and China through Chinese language. Let's understand each other. Enjoy this evening. Once again, a happy International Chinese Language Day to all of you. Thank you.
谢谢唐老师。Thank you, 老师. International Chinese Day is celebrated globally. Her Excellency, Chargé d'Affaires of the Chinese Embassy in India, Madam Ma, is unable to join us physically, and hence she sent us a wonderful video addressing the event.
各位老师、同学们、朋友们，大家好 ，Namaste。联合国为推动语言和文化多样性，促进6种官方语言平等使用，于2010年启动语言日， 其中将中文日定在中国农历24节气的谷雨，以纪念中华文字始祖仓颉造字的贡献。每年的这个时候，联合国及世界许多地方都会举办丰富多彩的中文日活动。国际中文日已经成为人们了解中国和中国文化的一个重要窗口。今年是联合国第14个中文日，我对大家积极参与今天的活动表示热烈欢迎。借此机会，我也想对在应开展中文教学的老师们，对积极支持中文教育的学校和机构负责人，对刻苦学习中文的同学们、朋友们表示衷心的感谢。I would like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone involving in Chinese language learning and teaching. President Xi Jinping recently proposed the Global Civilization Initiative, GCI, at the CPC in dialogue with World Political Parties high-level meeting. Point out the need to advocate the respect for the diversity of civilizations. Let cultural exchanges transcend estrangement, mutual learning transcend clashes, and coexistence transcend feelings of superiority. He calls for advocating robust international people-to-people exchanges and cooperation, exploring the building of a global network for inter-civilization dialogue and cooperation, and jointly advancing the progress of human civilizations. Today's Chinese Language Day is a good showcase of mutual learning among civilizations. As two neighboring Asian civilizations, China and India enjoy profound exchanges and mutual learning. In history, many Chinese and Indian monks and merchants traveled along the Silk Road, promoting the eastward spread of Buddhism and commercial links, and writing a magnificent epic of friendly exchanges. The stories of Chinese monks Fa Xian and Xuanzang traveling to India to seek Buddhist Dharma, and Indian monks Dharamradan and Kashya Matanga carrying Buddhist scriptures and sutra on a white horse to China, and monk Bodhidharam crossing the Yangtze River on the reed, have been passed down from generation to generation. Xu Fancheng worked and lived in India for 33 years. He systematically translated classical Indian philosophical works and translated a large number of Chinese classics into English. Languages has facilitated exchanges and mutual learning between the two ancient civilizations and jointly promoted the development of mankind. China and India are the largest developing countries and representatives of emerging economies with a population of over 2.8 billion. We are both committed to national development and revitalization, and at a new and critical stage of modernization. We have far more common interests than differences, and there is huge potential for exchanges and cooperation. The beginning of the new journey of Chinese path to modernization will create a broad prospect and provide a stage for the development of people learning Chinese language. The Chinese Embassy in India is ready to build more exchange platforms for India friends to learn Chinese and provide more convenience for them to study and carry out exchanges in China. I hope that with our joint efforts, China and India will continue to learn from each other through exchanges, develop and grow together, embrace the Asian century, and build a nation community with a shared future. 最后，祝中文日活动圆满成功，祝大家生活幸福，工作顺利，万事如意。谢谢大家。
I would like to thank Her Excellency Madam Ma for such an encouraging video. Next, I welcome His Excellency Kong Shenhua, the Consul General of the People's Republic of China, on stage to address the audience.
大家晚上好 ，Namaste。感谢中印学院组织今天的活动，感谢大家来参加这个活动。也非常荣幸有机会在这儿就中文日，跟大家说几句。Thank you for Indian China Academy for organizing this event, and thank you everybody for coming to join this event. Anytime when I meet somebody learning Chinese, I would say that thank you very much for learning Chinese. I know Chinese is difficult. It must be very, enthusiasm to support you to study Chinese. Today, since it's International Chinese Day, I know that I cannot deliver my speech in Chinese because I cannot get myself through to the audience, but I try to say something about Chinese. Okay, next page. Former page. I made a mistake. This is the 14th International Chinese Day. This year's April 20th. You know, April 20th of this year is Chinese 古语. 古语 is one of the 24 solar terms in Chinese calendar, or also known as a lunar calendar. There are 24 solar terms all around the year. What's the function of solar terms? It's very important in ancient times. It's kind of like a guidance for the farmers to do what they should do. The solar term before 古语 is 芒种. That is the time telling the farmers to plant the crops. And 谷雨 is the time start to rain in the spring. And this time for the farmers to make best use of the spring rain to make their crop grow better. Let my introduction of Chinese character from 古语的古. Okay. In Chinese, 古 is actually the collective name of all grains. Today, 古 indicates something like millet. I will tell you another Chinese character, 容. This character is a combination of 古 and a 宝字盖头. That means house. 容 means there is a house. You put a grain into the house. And the meaning of 容 is a place accommodating grains. Let's start from these two characters to explain something about Chinese. Okay. I would like to make 2 points. First point that Chinese characters remain stable in the last 5,000 years, both writing and meanings. I will show you later. My second point is that Chinese characters have philosophical implications. Their original meanings come from pictograph. How to write this character, make this character get their original meaning. But all the characters have extended meanings. There is always an extended meaning which comes from Chinese philosophy. So, knowing the philosophical implications of each character is very helpful to understand the sophisticated meaning of that Chinese people would like to express. There is a famous saying in English, read between the lines. There is also a famous saying in Chinese, read behind the characters. Okay, next. Let me see my first point. For 5,000 years, the writing and meaning of those characters remain very stable. This is Gu. You say, Shang Dynasty. You see, this is how this character was written in Shang Dynasty. It's like 3,000 years ago. And then become this kind of thing like 2,000 years ago. And then, so you look at this, quite similar to modern writing of Gu. This is 2,000 years ago. And the meaning of this character has always been a collective name of offsprings. So next page. This is Rong. I just mentioned Rong is a combination of Gu and a house placed to accommodate things. This is 3,000 years ago. And this is 200 years ago, 500 years ago, 2,500 years ago. And this is Han Dynasty, 2,000 years ago. Quite similar to the modern ones. Okay. With these two examples, you can say when we say Chinese characters remain stable in the last 5,000 years, it's very obvious. We can still read the ancient scripts, the Chinese, those classic books, we can still read nowadays. Okay. The second part, we need to know the original meaning as well as the extended meaning of every word. Let me take Rong as an example. Previous page. The original meaning of Rong is accommodate. I just mentioned Rong is a typical pictograph. Let's disassemble this Rong. This is the house. This is a grain. Combine it. It's a place to accommodate, and also as a verb, it's accommodate. This is the original meaning. Let's say the extended meaning means inclusive and tolerant. Since the original meaning is a place to accommodate things, there is an extended meaning as inclusive and tolerant. These are reflected in some very famous Chinese sayings. The first one is 君子和而不同. We always call Chinese culture is kind of 和 culture. What does 和 culture mean? It means harmonious but different. You know, people are different, culture are different. We Chinese people believe harmony only exist when we can accommodate differences. This is one of the most basic Chinese moral standards. 君子和而不同. And the second famous saying that 有容德乃大. The great virtue should be tolerant. Only by tolerating difference, one can exchange ideas and learn from as many as people so that he or she could best develop his or herself. And the third very, very famous Chinese saying, 海纳百川，有容乃大. This is a metaphor. The sea is grand because of accommodating hundreds of rivers. So you see that there is an extended meaning of each Chinese characters, and this extended meaning is based on Chinese philosophy. Next. Okay. What is the inspiration of this ancient wisdom today as for us? 容之启迪，世界文明倡议. Inspiration for us, the GCI. Just Madam Ma mentioned Global Civilization Initiative, come up by our President Xi Jinping. Let me tell you the content of this GCI and what is connection with Rong. Respect for diversity of civilizations, advocating the common values of humanity, highly valuing the inheritance and the innovation of civilizations, and jointly advocating robust international people-to-people exchanges and cooperation. Next page. So, I think there are two meanings of this GCI. One is that the civilization of human being is composed by a lot of different civilizations developed by different groups of people. Here we have two great civilizations, Chinese civilization and Indian civilization, both of us lasting more than 5,000 years. And the second point is that only by accommodating all these civilizations could a human being as a whole develop into a better tomorrow. So let's repeat this famous Chinese saying again. The sea is grand because of accommodating hundreds of rivers. I would like to conclude my short speech by these words. 我们生活在人类命运共同体之中，让我们以文化交流为起点，共同携手建设好我们的美丽家园。We all live in a community of shared future for all mankind. In India, we have a very similar saying, one word, one future, one family. Let's start from culture exchanges and cooperate hand in hand to build our common home a better place. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency, for your encouraging and intellectual words. I'm sure one of us present here has taken a step ahead to knowing the language, to learning the language. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to welcome Ms. Kranti Prabhu, President of India-China Friendship Association, All India, to address the audience.
First of all, welcome to the members from the Chinese Embassy, eminent guests, Mr. Kong, and thank you to Mr. Nishit and Mr. Kong for inviting me to say a few words here. We all know why we are here today. We are here today to celebrate the International Language Day, that is for our Chinese friends. When it comes to language, like, we may not know the alphabets, or we may not know the style, we may not know the dialect, but if we know the language, we can touch the hearts of the people. In the olden days, like today, we are celebrating the International Chinese Language Day celebrated by the UN, which started in 2010. But if we look at this beginning of this, the core language, so from my readings, I've got to know that it all comes down from the legend of kanji. So if we have read, because Google is our so-called teacher these days, so I've also read some books, but it depends on us whether we believe in legends or not. But I choose to believe that this legend may be true. And it dates back that Mr. Kanji, I prefer to call him Mr. in the modern day. So he was asked to create a language for understanding or communicating with the people around. And he took his inspiration from nature. That is, when he looked around the animals, birds, and whatever he could see, and he created the pictographs, which could communicate people from all places around him, and the right message was sent. Like in India, when we speak many languages, but there is a saying in India that it is almost like the Chinese whispers. So all the Indians will identify with this, that when the message is not clear, we say it's like the Chinese whispers, because it's just whispered in the ear and the meaning changes completely from the beginning to the end. So in the corporate world, there are a lot of games wherein the message from the top to bottom is passed, and at the end of it, we see that the result is completely different. And then we track it, that how did this happen? And then it's a perception of each individual, that if I'm doing some action or I'm drawing something or my handwriting is not good, or it means something else in some other language, the meaning totally changes. So it's very important to learn the right way of speaking, writing, and communicating. And I wish to congratulate the India-China Academy and all the other academies here and the institutes and all the young blood, I would say, who is striving to learn the language so that we can communicate correctly. So coming to the end of it, I would also like to talk a little about the India-China Friendship Association. So we are the oldest association who promote friendship with our neighbors, who are our immediate neighbors, and we have been friends for many, many years. Diplomatic relations are in place. We promote friendship even with the diversity that we have, even with the little bitterness that the common man may have because of some issues or miscommunication, I would say. But we promote friendship, and we'll always promote friendship because that's the way we grow together. Wars don't bring anything but just destruction, and bitterness takes us 2 steps back. So let us extend our hand to our friends and contribute in a little way to the language that we can. So thank you very much and enjoy the evening. And a very happy Guyu, I don't know if I'm correct in the pronunciation, the Harvest Festival, because we in India also celebrated the Harvest Festival very recently, and it's a very common culture because end of the day, nature is the biggest god in this universe. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the encouraging words, ma'am. Now, let's welcome our little friend Aditya Sangvi from the India-China Academy, who's going to kick off this wonderful celebration on a high note. So if you're happy and you know it, sing along. 接下来，请我们的小朋友唐爱的为大家唱一首儿歌。Aida, the stage is yours.
如果开心你就跟我拍拍手，如果开心你就跟我拍拍手，如果开心你就跟我拍拍手，如果开心你就跟我拍拍手，如果开心你就跟我跺跺脚，如果开心你就跟我跺跺脚，如果开心你就 干我跺跺脚。如果开心你就跟我跺跺脚。如果开心你就跟我大声喊。如果开心你就跟我大声喊。如果开心你就跟我大声喊。如果开心你就跟我大声喊。如果开心你就跟我一起做。如果开心，如果开心你就跟我一起做。如果开心你就跟我一起做。如果开心你就跟我一起做。谢谢。
你真棒! That was brilliant. Thank you, Adi. Now I call upon the melodious voices of the India-China Academy, Ms. Gargi Shirodkar and Manthan Shah. 接下来，请欣赏唐李斐和唐焕春同学的歌曲表演。
藏在蕊中，恐怕花季都错过。
你的心忘了季节，从不轻易让人懂。
为何不牵我的手，空听日月唱首歌？
黑夜有白昼，黑夜有白昼，人生美化有几何？真是真还来，花谢花还在开。只要你愿意，只要你愿意，人们画上你的心海。
春去春回来。花谢花会再开，只要你愿意，只要你愿意，
人们画上你的心海。你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分？我的心也真，我的爱也真，有蓝代表我的心。
你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分？我的情不移，我的爱不变，月亮代表我的心。
轻轻的一个吻，
已经打动我的心，
深深的一段情，
叫我思念到如今。
你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分？
你去想一想，
你去看一看，月亮代表我的心。
谢谢。
Wasn't that a pleasure to hear? Music is indeed a universal language. Moving forward, now we have a Tai Chi performance by Sensei Sandeep Desai. Sensei Sandeep Desai is a renowned master of Tai Chi, Ashtanga Yoga, and Karate. With several international accolades to his name, he is the only Indian to have received intensive and extensive training in the Chen village, the birthplace of Tai Chi in China. Sensei is authorized by two Chinese grandmasters, Grandmasters Chu Tianzai and Chen Chonghua, to teach the original Chen style in Tai Chi, India. He has been featured on various media platforms including TEDx, BBC World, Star Plus, CNBC TV 18, and held workshops for different national and international wellness festivals and corporates around India. Jishalai Shirsandeep Desai Shirfu.
A very pleasant evening, everyone. Dear Consul General of China, distinguished guests, and divine souls. Some of you may not know that Tai Chi is an internal martial art and health exercise based on thousands of years of Chinese history and culture. Considered a cultural treasure in China, Tai Chi is the culmination of internal martial art, traditional Chinese medicine, and the classical Taoist philosophy. It's a wonderful form of exercise everyone can enjoy and benefit from regardless of age or physical ability. And today Tai Chi is sweeping across the world, bringing several internal and external health benefits to young and the old alike. So the form that I'm about to present is known as Lao Jia Ilu. This is supposed to be the oldest form of Tai Chi. And I've had an opportunity and I've had the good fortune of studying this form in the historic birthplace of Tai Chi, Chenjiago village, under the guidance of Grandmaster Zhu Tianzai. I hope you will enjoy going through this, watching this form. Thank you so much. And I forgot to introduce my wife. She is my better half, Pallavi Desai. She will be joining me in this performance. Thank you.
That was outstanding. 谢谢 Sandeep Desai Shirfu. Next up, we have a student from the Blue Ocean Academy. Please welcome Ria Sangvi on the stage. 接下来是 Blue Ocean Academy 的 Ria Thongxue。
大家好，晚上好，我叫 Ria Sangvi。我的中文名字是王美惠。我5年级的学生，今天我唱歌青花色。飞过了出青花，北方农村的屏上描绘的牡丹，一如你初妆，冉冉檀香透过窗，深是我了然，唇脂苍色，鼻子是各一半，有丝渲染着旅途违背思想，而你冉冉的衣裳如含苞待放。你的每一缕飘散，去到我去不了的地方。天青色等烟雨，而我在等你。月色被打捞去，晕开了结局。在平地10万里方千家的飘逸，就当我为遇见你伏笔。天青色等烟雨。我在等你，炊烟袅袅升起，隔江千万里，如传的青花色色苦涩美丽，你眼的笑意。天青色等烟雨，而我在等你，炊烟袅袅升起，隔江千万里，在平地10万里方千家的飘逸。就当我为遇见你伏笔，天青色等烟雨，而我在等你。月色被打捞去，晕开了结局。如传的青花粉色独特美丽，你眼的笑意。
非常好, Ria. Wasn't that mesmerizing? Moving ahead, we have a small video on Chinese calligraphy, the Shufa, which shows us the beautiful art of writing the Chinese characters, which are the Hanzi. 我们现在有唐高山同学给大家展示国画。
大家好，晚上好。我叫 Girish，我的中文名字叫唐高山。我最喜欢的爱好是画画。我不可能把汉字写得漂亮，but today I'll try to write a bit. 我问大家，我写什么 ？What did I write? Can we all say it together? 谢谢你们。
That painting is indeed very beautiful. Thank you, Girish. Next, we have a singing performance by the students from the Central University of Gujarat. 接下来，我们有古希腊的中央大学学生的歌唱表演。
Hello， 我是古希腊塔邦中央大学的学生，我叫林三里巴麦。今天我会唱2首歌，第一个歌是《别知己》Goodbye My Friend by 曹峰。Let's all listen together. 月亮冷冷的挂在天上，他也知道明天将是一场离别。我们曾计划对唱起歌儿，跳起舞来，真着脚印诉说着一生的悲与喜。月亮，你别再入心似水，我的朋友，你别再多愁善感。昨天已经过去，所有的伤心和烦恼已离去。你要相信明天的天空会更蔚蓝。啦啦啦啦啦啦啦。啦啦啦啦，啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦。昨天已经过去，所有的伤心和烦恼已离去。你要相信明天的天空会更蔚蓝。不知不觉的天就亮起来，我们沉睡了回忆，沉睡了心脏。在你踏上离别的火车那一刻，我只顾着流泪，忘了微笑，忘了说再见，忘了珍重。忘了微笑，忘了说再见，忘了珍重。Thank you. Still, I got one to perform. I would like to invite my one.
请别说爱上我是一个错，哪怕注定。请别说爱上我是一个错，哪怕注定没结果。我不是故意对你冷漠，也不想让你难过。也是我太过自我，让你受尽了折磨。我现在只想对你说，我爱你胜过你爱我。
如何快乐？怎么快乐？朝阳在晒着雨，我的眼泪在滴呀一个人。如何能抓住他的心，天长地久？哦，拜托。 难过的时候，我岁月的独自挣扎。为什么你变得不再温柔？想你的时候，我是否也能感受？爱错了你也不回头。
请别说爱上我是一个错，哪怕注定没结果。我不是故意对你冷漠，也不想让你难过。也是我太过自我，让你受尽了折磨。我现在只想对你说，我爱你胜过你爱我。我现在只想对你说，我爱你胜过你爱我。
多谢政府。
谢谢。非常好啊，谢谢朋友们。Thank you, Ring Sangani and Astha. It was actually really awesome. Moving forward, we have the beautiful students of the India-China Academy performing for you the Chinese fan dance. 接下来，让我们欢迎仙女表演舞蹈。
松北勾勒出情画，笔锋能转淡，平生描绘的木炭，一如你初妆。冉冉檀香渡过窗，心事我了然，寻枝上走
Yogesh Kale from the city of Pune, India. Yogesh has a keen interest in Chinese folk songs and opera. Let's welcome Yogesh on stage. Yogesh is going to perform a section of Tianjin Allegro called the Gopuli Steamed Buns. 现在我们有几次同学的表演。
大家好，我是印度的小黑胖子，我叫尤基斯。我今天要表演给你们是天津快板书这一段叫狗不理包子。I'm going to sing a Chinese clapboard rap. It's called 狗不理包子. So 包子 is a steamed dumpling. It's a delicacy of a city named Tianjin in China. 好，那我们开始吧。要提醒的天津卫，那个美食有百家，最著名的还得说是狗不理包子。这狗不理这个名儿啊，您听这可不太雅。哎，有一段小故事，您听我来白话。说清末年间，有一个包子铺，掌柜的人老是他小名叫狗子，这个狗子包包子，这个技术真不差。他是物美有价廉呐，是一个大字儿仨。本来呢，市里百里的人们都来吃包子，这狗子忙生意，也顾不上把话打。这时间一长啊，可有人说闲话，哎，你这个铺子可没伺候，干脆就叫狗不理吧。这名字一转开，买卖到货了，就连那总督袁世凯都闻着味儿来了。车一个像俩呀，他是车俩又抓仨。转眼间那一屉包子全都吃没了。吃完了以后他还要往回拿，学校回去给那慈禧太后让她抹个牙。慈禧太后吃了包子一个劲的夸，哈，不错不错，那个味道好极了，什么山中走兽林中烟，陆地牛羊海底参，全都不如他。那位先生说了，你说这么热闹，这狗不理的包子它究竟好在哪儿啊？它是包皮大些8个字儿，就像一朵花，这是形容包子，你可别乱用它。说那个姑娘长得美，就像一朵花，你可不能说那个姑娘长得像包子。好，谢谢。我再要唱一段京剧，可以吗？好。I'm going to sing a Beijing opera, a part called 苏三离了红铜线。我心未曾过往的真子听我言，哪一位痴王能尽转由我那三郎把心转，就是苏三把命断来身边转马我安保还马。谢谢。
That was awesome. Okay, now we bring for you Grandmasters Anuj Pandey and Devendra Karle from the International Wushu and Tai Chi Federation of India. They are international Kung Fu Wushu coaches. Both have learned advanced arts from China, Malaysia, Indonesia, and learned Kung Fu under the guidance of 2014 World Champion Charles Sutanto. They've also received Airport Authorities of India Award. Please welcome Grandmasters on the stage. 谢谢师傅, that was a mind-blowing performance. Next up, we have students from the Central University of Gujarat performing a dance mashup which is a fusion between traditional and modern Chinese dancing. Let's welcome them all on stage. 接下来我们有古吉拉的中央大学学生的舞蹈表演。
一朵茉莉花，好一朵茉莉花，满园花草，想也想不过它。我有心采一朵，但又怕看花的人儿马。一朵茉莉花，好一朵茉莉花，茉莉花开，雪也白不过它。我有心采一朵，但又怕旁人笑。
也走过长城边上小小吹过来的风，
山河边英雄遁入林间，化成一场雨，天地间地平线划破了青天。
我走过漠北万丈孤烟长河落日圆，谁听说强关忽近又有唱不完的歌。
知其月自古英雄豪杰，当与人为先。
天地间江湖远，途经多少年。
你就是风，染红了火。
We have the lyrics, but we do not have the music because we want all of you to sing with us. Are we ready? Chunpe halama? Louder? Yeah, everybody? Okay. I'm not leading it because I don't have a great voice, but yeah, we have quite a few.
So far, all of you have been good audience. Now today, since it's International Chinese Language Day, let's learn a Chinese song. So those who know this song, let's practice it together. And those who do not know this song, let's learn a Chinese song and take some Chinese memories back with us.
Participants, you all have it on your phone. Yeah, open your PDFs on your phone.
Everybody together with me. 好一朵美丽的茉莉花，芬芳美丽满枝桠，又香又白人人夸。 让我来把你摘下，送给别人家。Okay, let's. And the next stanza is similar tune. So we have to just repeat the first line two times, and then we have to ready to sing together. Let's go with the music. Everyone loud, and let's do it. So now without music, all of us together. 好一朵美丽的茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花，芬芳美丽满枝桠，又香又白人人夸。 让我来将你摘下，送给别人家。茉莉花呀，茉莉花。Like jasmine flower, let's spread happiness, let's spread love. 谢谢大家。
Thank you, everyone. I think it's truly been a wonderful evening. I know for sure that the amount of effort that's gone in this event today, but all your smiles just makes it worth it. So thank you for making this evening so very memorable. On behalf of the Chinese Embassy in India, Chinese Consulate General in Mumbai, and India-China Academy, I would like to express a vote of thanks to all the universities, Chinese institutions, India-China associations, Chinese companies, friends and family who have carved out time to celebrate this special day with us. Therefore, I extend my warm regards and heartiest congratulations to Mr. Yang Xiuhua, Counselor from the Chinese Embassy, His Excellency Mr. Kong Xinhua, the Consul General of the People's Republic of China in Mumbai, and I would like to thank all the respected delegates for taking their valuable time out and gracing the event with their presence. As an academy, along with the other institutes and universities that participated, we feel enlightened and believe that we've got to learn many things from this event. Words would fall short for describing how much knowledge we have derived from this event, and most importantly, the bonds that we have been able to build. Today, we had beautiful cultural stalls by India-China Academy, KJ Somaiya Institute of Dharma Studies, University of Mumbai, Incheon Closer, and Cool Panda. A special mention to Ms. Kranti Prabhu, President of India-China Friendship Association, Maharashtra branch. We miss Mrs. Fernandez and hope to see her soon. We also would like to thank Mrs. Radha, who is the director of Shu Fengcheng Cultural Study Center, Dr. Bikash Kali Das, Mr. Gokul Das. Thank you so very much. A special mention, thank you, Sasinda Lauscher from KJ Somaiya, for coming in for this event. Thank you so very much. I'd like to thank all the teachers and students for their outstanding performances, who showed us various aspects of the vibrant Chinese culture. I thank Shurfu Sandeep Desai, Grandmasters Anuj Pandey, Devendra Karle from the International Wushu and Tai Chi Federation of India, students from Central University of Gujarat. You have traveled specially from Gandhinagar today to join us. So big round of applause. They have traveled from morning. Thank you. Blue Ocean Academy, Yogesh Kale, thank you. You took me to old, Chinese dramas that I loved watching. Thank you very much. Students from India-China Academy. Last but not the least, I want to extend a vote of thanks for our organizing team, admin staff who are standing through the entire event, and respected teachers for making this event happen so beautifully. So I'd like a big round of applause for everyone, for yourself and for others, because this happened in just a week. So I really hope that we continue to work like this and organize such beautiful events together in the future for the betterment and the upliftment of our students.
A large audience turned out and they were very involved with all the performances and Chinese culture. There was good support from both Chinese embassy and the Chinese consulate.
Today's event was beautiful. We saw Indian and Chinese friends together. We sang together. We celebrated the International Chinese Language Day together.
Many congratulations to the organizers, to the embassy of Chinese people in India, to our Consulate General, Mr. Kong, and the Consulate in Mumbai, and also definitely to India-China Academy, who is, I would say, doing a really amazing job by bringing out the smaller bits of the language and organizing these events.
We traveled all the way from Pondicherry. The event was really excellent, Actually, being the Chinese International Language Day, I was really interested in knowing how they are going to conduct it as a language. But I really found this language to be so sweet.
I think event was fantastic. This is an event which I think is very important for the language learners.
I've been studying martial arts, meditation, yoga, and it was an enthralling experience venturing into the domain of Chinese language.
To know that so many people traveling from far away coming to participate in this event was a great feeling.
Actually, the event was amazing in terms of meeting so many people, learning about different things in Chinese culture.
आज सब लोगों को एक साथ एक चीनी गाना, उसका नाम बोली हुआ, हम एक साथ गाना गाती है। इस प्रोग्राम मुझे पसंद है。
在国际中文日之际，我们在孟买参加了我们由中印学院等机构举办的中文日的活动。同学们、朋友们展示了中华才艺，也表达了他们对中文的这种热爱，也说明我们在孟买在印度的这个中文教学的成果。
有这么多印度朋友来参加今天的中文日活动。这就说明有这么多印度朋友喜欢中文，喜欢中国文化，这个大家表演了特别精彩的节目，既有歌曲，还有武术， 还有非常漂亮的书法。我殷切的期待，在今后通过我们双方的努力，特别是像中印学院这样的培训机构，我们一起的努力，能够让更多的印度人、印度朋友喜欢上中文，喜欢上中国文化，更加了解中国。我要感谢印度这个中印学院所有的同事们，也感谢今天所有来参加的朋友们，谢谢大家。